Todd and Savannah Chrisley stun at first event since release. Todd Chrisley was pardoned and released less than a week ago, but he just stunned with his daughter, Savannah Chrisley. The two dressed to the nines for a big event, and fans were still in awe at how great Todd looks. Keep reading for more details. Todd and Savannah Chrisley stun at first event since release. Less than a week ago, Savannah Chrisley got the call from President Trump that her parents, Julie and Todd Chrisley, had been pardoned. She has worked tirelessly to make this happen, so when it did, she was over the moon. At the same time, she and her family were in utter shock. Within 24 hours, the incarcerated couple had been released. Todd did a press conference with Savannah on Friday, May 30th, and viewers were amazed at how incredible he looked. They asked what he had done, but he attributed it to working out and leftover Botox. Just days after his release, Todd and Savannah stepped out for a special Hope for Prisoners event. They were dressed to the nines and looked absolutely incredible. He donned a black and navy suit while she was decked out in a black dress. Julie was not in attendance, but she has been lying low since her release. During the press conference, it was noted that she was at home with their youngest, Chloe. Julie was seen out and about, but looked drastically different with gray roots and brown ends. That is not happening with Todd Chrisley, as he has aged backwards. Fans are wondering how he looks so amazing after over 2 years behind bars. It is no surprise that he attended this event with Savannah, given how hard she fought to free her parents. This was no easy feat, and she made it clear that she asked for help and would not stop, no matter what. Now everyone is back home, reunited, and looking toward the future, which includes a move and a new reality series. Todd is stunning. Admittedly, Todd Chrisley looks better than before and is stunning. His face is perfection, and he looks even better than when he went to Pensacola. After this photo surfaced, fans immediately chimed in with their thoughts. They had nothing but positive things to say about Todd, and loved to see him free and glowing. There were some questions about Julie's whereabouts. Some speculate that her time behind bars may have been rougher than Todd's. Therefore, she is taking time in private to readjust. The red carpet shimmered under the soft glow of vintage chandeliers as the crowd hushed, cameras snapping in a frenzy. In a moment that felt equal parts Hollywood spectacle and Southern redemption, Todd and Savannah Chrisley stepped into the spotlight, together for the first time since Todd's release from prison. The event, a private gala in downtown Nashville celebrating Southern entrepreneurship and resilience. But for many in attendance, it was the Chrisleys' grand return to public life that stole the show. Todd, ever the showman, walked arm in arm with his daughter Savannah, who has held the family together with fierce determination in his absence. Their coordinated outfits didn't whisper opulence. They sang it. Todd wore a sharp, custom-tailored navy velvet blazer with a black silk lapel, his signature platinum hair slicked back, eyes concealed behind dark aviators. Savannah sparkled beside him in a sleek, champagne-colored gown draped in crystals that caught the light with every graceful step. For longtime fans of Chrisley Knows Best, this moment felt like a surreal full circle. The family's image, once all about lavish spending, tight-knit bickering, and high society antics, had crumbled under legal battles and prison sentences. But on this warm Tennessee night, it was clear. They were writing a new chapter, and they were doing it their way. As the duo posed for photos, Savannah leaned in and whispered something into her father's ear. Todd laughed, a full-throated, unapologetic chuckle, and for a brief moment, it was as though time rewound. "This is just the beginning," Savannah later told reporters. "We've been through the fire. Now we're rising." Todd, whose incarceration had been a focal point of national media coverage, kept his remarks minimal but meaningful. "God's not done with me yet," he said, his voice calm and commanding. "And neither is the South." A night of symbolism. The event's theme, grace, grit, and glory, seemed tailor-made for the Chrisleys. The venue was dripping with old money charm, bourbon-scented wood beams, monogrammed linens, and magnolia centerpieces. But beneath the aesthetic nostalgia was a rawer, more modern energy. As Savannah took to the stage to introduce one of the evening's honorees, the room fell silent. Her voice trembled only slightly as she addressed the elephant in the room. "People love a fall from grace," she said. "But what they love even more is a comeback story. I'm standing here tonight not just as a daughter or as a businesswoman, but as a witness to the strength of family and the power of reinvention." There were murmurs of agreement across the crowd, even a few tears. In a corner, a Nashville influencer whispered into her phone, "Savannah's going to be a lifestyle mogul by next year. Just watch." The power of rebranding. Behind the scenes, it's no secret the Chrisleys have been carefully plotting their return. Savannah's podcast, Unlocked with Savannah Chrisley, has gained a loyal following, often mixing behind-the-scenes stories with raw confessions. Sources close to the family hint at a docuseries reboot, this time with more edge, vulnerability, and a fresh Southern twist. Todd, though reportedly still adjusting to life outside, is said to be working on a memoir, part gospel, part tell-all, as one insider described it. The title? Humble Pie with a Side of Sass. At the gala, Savannah made sure the night wasn't just about glitz. The event also spotlighted formerly incarcerated entrepreneurs who'd launched businesses after serving time. "This isn't just about our family's comeback," she said. "It's about everyone who deserves a second act, or even a third." Todd nodded approvingly from their candlelit table, sipping sweet tea from a crystal tumbler. A family not forgotten. Though the focus was on Todd and Savannah, questions about the rest of the Chrisley clan hung in the air. Grayson and Chloe, now under Savannah's care, didn't attend but were said to be watching the live stream from home. Julie Chrisley, still serving her sentence, was honored in a small, subtle way. A magnolia bloom pinned to Savannah's clutch, her mother's favorite flower. "It's never been just about the cameras," Savannah told a small group of journalists after the event. "It's always been about our bond. The world may have tried to divide us, but we're here stronger." When asked if Todd would return to television, he grinned mischievously. "Wouldn't y'all like to know? Let's just say the Chrisleys know a thing or two about a comeback." Redemption in sequins. As the night drew to a close, a string quartet played a sultry rendition of "Georgia on My Mind." Guests mingled, some still stunned by the Chrisleys' presence. A few whispered about how well Todd looked, leaner, wiser, maybe even more grounded. Others commented on Savannah's transformation from reality, TV sweetheart to poised Southern powerhouse. But no one could deny the impact of their presence. The room felt different, alive, buzzing with the energy of reinvention. One older woman in pearls and a wide-brimmed hat remarked as she watched the father-daughter duo leave arm in arm, "Say what you will. They've got fire, and they've still got that sparkle." And indeed they did. As Todd and Savannah exited through the arched mahogany doors, they paused for a final photo. The flash went off, bright, blinding, full of promise. Behind them was a room full of applause, second chances, and unfinished stories. And in front of them, a future written not in gold, but in grit, grace, and that unmistakable Chrisley charm.